developed roadmap, a controversial marketing campaign, even when the rest of the world wonders. In other words, real leaders are happy to sit while others die. They understand that in an era of hyper-competition and non-stop disruption, the only way to stand out from the crowd is to stand for something special. Undoubtedly, anyone could throw his or her dice to vie for the prestigious position of vice presidency. But I can confidently say that you all have the ardent desire to send a great representative and a Senate. Students from the University of the Gambia, greetings from the high table, my opponent, and all other protocols, respectfully and duly observed. I am Fatoumatta Nyang, a final year student from the School of Education, presenting myself to you not only as your vice presidential candidate, but your unrivaled representative at the Senate team. A leader who has been tried, tested, and trusted to be the voice for the unheard. Students from the University of the Gambia, my opponent will stand here and tell you that she is a newbie. But a newbie will not be the first female president of the Gambia College School of Education. A newbie will not be the first female deputy secretary general of education student. A newbie will not be the first female that has ever contested for the highest position as far as student union is concerned in education. Students from the University of the Gambia, honorable electorate, in my unlimited quest to serve you and represent you judiciously, my team and I have drawn tangible and attainable policies or blueprints. Therefore, I'll give you a synopsis of my policies. 1. Timely submission of grades. 2. A complaint tracker. 3. University of the Gambia Entrepreneurial Program. Financial aid merit scholarship. University of the Gambia Alumni Association. Internship opportunities. Empowering youth for career success. University exchange visits. Financial intervention towards the end of the of the University of the Gambia. One of the most pressing issues affecting students of the university is the untimely submission of grades and the inconsistency of the release of grades. This has greatly affected students, leading to late graduation, loss of scholarship, and repeating a course for a whole semester. Therefore, when voted into office, I will work together with my Education and Research Minister and all other faculty officers to pressure lecturers to ensure that grades are entered on time 40 days after exam as stated by the policy of the University of the Gambia. My next policy is victims recite problems while leaders profile solutions. And this brings me to my second policy, complaint tracker. According to the UDGSU Constitution, Section 13, Section 1A says that the Vice President shall be a representative at the Senate. Therefore, this complaint tracker will serve students in order for them to lay their complaints. This will bridge the gap between students and student leaders, empower sub-association leaders, also students channeling their problems through the sub-association leaders. My next policy is University Entrepreneurship Bootcamp. We believe that man may die, nation may rise and fall, but ideas will never die. We provide an entrepreneurship bootcamp that will target 100 students across the University of the Gambia. It will be named Start and Improve Your Business. A pitching competition will be held where students can pick their business and investors will be invited so that these people can expand their businesses. As university students, we should be job providers and not job seekers. Next on my policy, empowering youth for career success, bridging the gap between academic and industry. As your prospective senator, we will promote a collaborative initiative with the Ministry of Trade, Industry, Regional Integration and Cooperation to conduct a 2-day career fair building upon the ministry's successful job fair last year. This will provide an opportunity where students can have first-hand information to their future job prospects. Not only this, they will be able to network with institutions, as your network is your network. My next policy is internship. Students of the University of the Gambia. A lot of students graduate with little or no practical knowledge when it comes to their theoretical aspect in class. Therefore, when voted in office, I will revitalize the National Assembly internship, AU, and provide new internship by extension to GTCI and Ministry of Health for schools for schools in Bangalore, that is Ministry of Health and others. My next policy is scholarship. My opponent will stand here and tell you that I cannot provide scholarship, but this has been done by the coalition-led government and providing accountability. Considering the economic crisis in this institution and the country at large, I will collaborate with my welfare minister to organize a gala dinner together with my president. He might come and tell you this is a presidential policy. But what is the vice president without the president? My role as the vice president is to support the president. And this is why it should be a presidential policy. Ladies and gentlemen, my next policy is UTG Alumni Association. Alumni are stakeholders in any academic institution. I am aware that there is an alumni association, but it is not effective, and this is a call for action. The absence of research in the university is also a call for action. Therefore, when voted into office, I will work together with my Education and Research Minister and Director of Student Affairs so that this alumni association can be effective and in place. But before I conclude, I want you all to understand that my opponent is allergic to the letter C. He fought at the college, that is C. He fought at Focus, that is C. He fought at convention, that is C. How sure are we that he will not fight at council? Can I
to remind each and everyone the convention rule. No candidate or any other student is allowed to come and use any words, any insult, or any derogatory. It is totally condemned. The Electoral Commission does not accept anyone to come here and attack an individual based on his or her personalities. If you have attacked somebody, attack the person based on policies. But your personality is not accepted. Nobody should attack anybody here based on personalities. It's clear.
And pleasure to introduce to you the only incorruptible, honest, straightforward, trustworthy, competent, credible candidate, your vice president, fellow students, it is evident here that we are all witness to his competence. We are all witnesses to his credibility. We are all witnesses to what he has done for the School of Education. Just for formality reason, because I do not know Mbaye more than either of you. You know his competence. You know his credibility. Just for formality reason. Mbaye served as Vice President of the Education Student Association. Mbaye was and is the first student leader in the School of Education, competition and lecturer, to make sure that he was forced to demand the favor of the student. Mbaye, fellow students, I don't have to talk much, but this Mbaye will tell you more about himself and will lecture his opponent and expose our incompetence. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, I greet you all. Assalamu alaikum. Nelson Mandela said, and I quote, "Heights of great men, rich and kept, were not obtained by sudden flight, but while their companions slept, they were toiling upward in the night." I greet you. Assalamu alaikum. I am Honorable Yunusa, the former Vice President of the Education Students Association, the first ever student leader in the University of the Gambia, to petition a lecturer who has mismanaged our marks, give us marks that we do not deserve. I fought him on the last day. I am the first student in the University of the Gambia, as far as School of Education is concerned, to stand for the rights of the students when their marks were given and they do not deserve them, and I fight until they were given marks that make them happy. I am the first Edusan to ever bring a trophy in the School of Education. I am Yunusa Mbaye, the only undoubted candidate that can heal your wounds, your tears for the betterment of this university, as global citizens, as Gambians, as children of this university. Ladies and gentlemen, I will not bore you with much words, but to take you through my policies. Three of my policies include: one, I would like to remind you there is an issue that we have in this university. The university problems can never be solved if we don't bring the sub-association closer to the union. My first ever policy is the increasement of subvention of the sub-associations and in a timely manner. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to portray on this policy. When I was the Vice President of the School of Education, the University of the Gambia Students Union, under the very fragile, fumbling and tumbling coalition, they managed to give Yunusa only $45,000 for 12 months. They managed to give Sosa only $45,000 for 12 months. They managed to give DPA only $50,000 for 12 months. Out of the 9 schools in this university, no school received at least $75,000. While the union can take $2.8 million for 10 days for 250 students at the expense of $7,000. Ladies and gentlemen, if I am voted as your Vice President, with the work of the President, I will make sure that I increase the amount of subventions that the sub-associations receive on a yearly basis. Ladies and gentlemen, the second policy I have is the establishment of a tutorial committee. You may all bear me witness, the only school in the University of the Gambia that has a standing and existing tutorial committee is the School of Business and Public Administration. If I am voted as the Vice President of this great institution, I will make sure that I organize a tutorial committee whereby I will tap from the tutorial cycle of each school, form a tutorial committee that will be certified, just like executive members, to make them dedicated, committed, and determined to help their fellow students. Fellow students, another policy that I have is orientation ceremony. We have all known that the purpose of the orientation ceremony is defeated ever since we have the coalition establishment in power. Whenever there is orientation, the coalition-led government will take numbers from new students, add them into their pages instead of helping them to their marks. We need to make sure that we restore sanity in UPG by making sure students who deserve to be oriented are oriented on their courses, their area of studies, their plagiarism, referencing, and in-text citation. This is what our academic bearing to their education. But, bear me witness, ladies and gentlemen, the coalition fair establishment is there to perpetuating self-rule, personal aggrandizement at the expense of the ordinary student. If I am voted as your Vice President, I will make sure that 1. Tutorial committees are organized, 2. Subventions are given, and 3. Orientations are given for all students to benefit from. Among my policies next is responsible representation. Ladies and gentlemen, those who may know me will know that I am incorruptible. I don't fear anybody in the dispensation of my duties. Ladies and gentlemen, I will remind you that the position I am vying for is known as the Vice Presidency, also commonly called the Senator. But who is the Senator? The Senator is the only student leader that will represent your hopes, dreams, aspirations, and grades as far as the university is concerned. If I am voted as your Senator, I will represent your interests at the Senate to make sure that I stand for you what is right, when it's right, until we see the use of what we think is right is achieved for the benefit of everybody. I promise, I am not going to be a rubber stamp politician. I'm not going to be a rubber stamp Senate who will be stamped in the mouth with sugar cubes to throw the interest of the ordinary students at the campaign of ignorance. Ladies and gentlemen, I will also tell you for free that the automated clearance system that the coalition fair establishment preach about is not fit for purpose. When we say clearance system, it has to be automated, it has to be manual. In this sense, you go to the bank, either Trust Bank, GT Bank, or any other bank, to pay your tuition fees. When you pay, you are automatically cleared and you move on your way. It's that simple. Ladies and gentlemen, I will also remind you of one of my policies, which is the establishment of a babysitter center. The babysitter center is program, as far as Fatoumatta is concerned, little knowledge is dangerous. As far as Fatoumatta is concerned, I will establish a babysitter center. Ladies who come with their babies will have access to leave their babies with people and attend lectures. Therefore, fellow students, let us not miss this great opportunity. Support for individuals that are pragmatic in approach, resilient at the difficulties of time, and above all, have the interest of the students at heart, not individuals who want to serve in pleasure, but people who will serve you in person. On that note, I go to my final policy, which is known as the sick bay and standby ambulance. Ladies and gentlemen, in line with the Gender and Health Minister, I will make sure that there is what we call a standby ambulance at the same time a sick bay. If you come to the Gambia College, there is a sick bay there. Why not the University of the Gambia in Fatoumatta? If I am voted, I will make sure 25% of the annual budget of the Students' Union is vested in what we call a sick bay establishment. I will also make sure I work with the Director for Health, Ministry of Health, to provide a standby ambulance that will represent you as far as your health is concerned. Ladies and gentlemen, finally, I will remind you that the Senate is the highest academic decision-making body. We cannot vote for an individual that will execute duties with fear or favor. Rather, we must vote for individuals that will stand for your right at the most crucial moment. Ladies and gentlemen, when we came to this university in September, on the 9th of September, thank you very much. You are allowed to ask 2 questions to Mr. Mbaye. And Yunusa, you precisely answer a question. And in return, you answer 2 questions. And Fatoumatta Nyang, you have to answer his 2 questions. And be reminded that no personal attack, but it's all about debate policies.
There is a tutorial manual already under the Education and Research Ministry. He also said he has served as Vice President, but he wants to implement the tutorial manual. And the only school that its tutorial cycle is effective is School of Business and Public Administration. Why is it that when he was serving as Education Student Association Vice President, he could not implement that? He again.
That's a question.
My question is.
That's a question.
What my question is.
She has a question.
My question is.
You are cheating.
What is a position paper and how does it work at the Senate?
A position paper simply means a provision that a member of a commission gives to the Senate. For example, in the Constitutional Review Commission, any commissioner has a position paper that we must tender. Yeah, good. This is the question.
I am very surprised that my opponent could not define a position paper as an education minister. But the president of School of Medicine and Allied Sciences know what I am saying right now. My follow-up question is, since you have the institutional memory, and you have served as the Vice President of Education Student, there are people that you will be working with. And this includes the deans of schools. I will name 3 deans for you, and I want you to name the 6 other deans for me and the crowd. We have
joining BCC from School of Business and Public Administration as Asping. You have Utgsu under the School of Education. You also have Professor Ogun in School of Medicine and Allied Health Sciences. Because these are people that you will directly work with. Now, name the other 6 things for me.
Ladies and gentlemen, little knowledge is dangerous. Dream deep or speak not from the organ of knowledge. Let me tell you what is it. The Senate composed not only of deans, it composed of deans, the registrar, and all of the directors in the university.
Answer my question. My question is direct and specific. My question is direct and specific.
The question. Take the mic. Yeah, you have to take the mic. Say, ask a question. Take the mic. Say, take the mic. Take the mic. Please the mic. Yes. Answer my question. Guess what? I always want to say this. Hello, dear supporters. Let me help her.
Hello.
Let me help her.
I want you to answer the question.
Let me answer the question.
Let the question be answered.
You see, when you are asking a question, it must be based on clarity of judgment. The Senate does not only consist of deans. The Senate consists of deans, directors, and the registrar. They cannot ask for only deans. It's not relevant. The question is not relevant. I will not take it. Yes. See, we have 2 questions. She asked already. It's finished. Yes, she already asked 2 questions. My first question is, I will ask you only 6 questions. 1 question, 6 points. What is the function of the senator in the Senate?
Okay, I will bring it to this context. Who is the senator? The vice president. The vice president, right? And that tells you the functions of the vice president.
No.
That tells you the function of the vice president. The vice president is the principal representative at the Senate who is voted into office. That is one. The vice president is also the principal assistant to the president. The vice president shall organize orientation in collaboration with the education and research minister. The vice president shall perform any duties appointed by the president. Thank you all.
I have them here. I will tell you. My last question. Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, I will make this short. 1. The function of that representation. You don't know what you are doing. Sit down. You don't even know what you are doing. My question is, throughout this election campaign, I have been bullied on media. I have been insulted. I'm asking my question. No, wait. My question did not come. Wait. Address the audience well. Address this. Right, address this. You are not fair with me. Address them. Chairman, I found your address well. No, I know. Give me the mic. I'm asking my question. I will finish my question. Wow. Yes. Okay. Yes. Fatoumatta Nyang, by questions in stance. You are the one who failed to control your crowd.
Please. Stand there. Please. Get over, please.
Fatoumatta Nyang, I will repeat the same question. Throughout this campaign, as a student of this university who has equal right to contest a position, I have been bullied by people who are very close to you. If you are voted as the vice president, what would you do?
This is a very important question and I will answer it with passion. Let me remind him that my opponent used a pseudo account. Hello, please. Allow me to answer this question with passion.
1 minute.
My opponent
I have to be confused.
claimed that he was castigated and insulted.
Yes.
But he used a pseudo account in the open to castigate and insult women. Hello. Aside this, you will all understand. Hello. I will answer this. The reason why I started with that preamble is because this is one of the reasons why women are not participating in politics. You will all agree with me that I am also one of the most willing persons. Therefore, I will do everything possible to eradicate this. Thank you.
Please. Can we... You are asking for this place.
He's scared of the Iron Lady.
Sorry, a second. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I am not a person who will want to build a house without a foundation. Subvention of some associations. If you calculate the number of faculty-based associations are 9. There is no faculty-based association that receives 100,000. They all receive 50,000 below. The highest is VPA 50,000. Witnesses are here, they can attest to that. If I am voted, we will make sure that as far as there are 2 ways in which we will have money, the student endowment fund and subvention from management. We will take 50% of the annual budget of the students' union, then add it to the subvention we give to some associations. Very simple. Adele. I'm gonna lose.
This section goes to Fatoumatta. The question comes from the country, and the question is, what is the composition of the Senate for Fatoumatta?
Thank you. I will answer that question with joy. The question is, what is the composition of the Senate? 1. The Vice Chancellor is among the members of the Senate, who serves as the chairperson. The Deputy Vice Chancellor is a member of the Senate. The Registrar is a member of the Senate. Your representative, Fatoumatta Nyang, will be as representative of the Senate. The Registrar will serve as the Secretary General during meetings. You also have the deans of different schools. You also have the librarian in the school. You also have professors, and this concludes the composition of the Senate.
You can ask the crowd if you have a question. Of course. Okay. It's all right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Wow.